What's up guys, Elfis here, and today we're playing HoN Blitz mode? Yeah, so we're playing HoN Blitz mode, ban a hero. I'll talk about who I'm banning and why and whatnot in a second. I personally am going to ban Jeremiah. If he doesn't get banned or picked, I'm going to grab Hammerstorm for a reason. And we'll talk about Blitz mode in just a second. Before that, I have a quick announcement. I wanted to ask you guys if you would be interested in me doing a HoN video that instead of a full game, it's sort of like I'll play a game and then I'll edit it down to somewhere between 10 and 20 minutes. And it'll be like highlights of the game, some cool stuff. I could do commentary over it still. But I'm curious what you guys would be, if you guys would be interested in that. So let me know. We can give that a shot. As Hammerstorm did get banned, so we'll talk about who I'm going to pick in a second. But we can talk about that. But let me know if you guys would be interested in that. And if so, that's what I'll do for my next video. So what is Blitz mode? Blitz mode is sort of, it's sort of the culmination of HoN taking the game and saying, okay, let's put everybody on infinite mana and no cooldowns and see how this game goes, basically. You also have a bunch of movement speed and cooldown reduction, and a few other things, health and mana regen and whatnot. So let's pick who we're going to do. From my understanding, I played a few games, and from what I can tell, basically you just want to pick heroes that have, like, heavy spells for the most part. So I think I'm going to pick Behemoth, maybe, because I bet it would be fun to have Fissures everywhere. Because I don't think it would destroy your first Fissure if you did another one. I'm not sure, but I'm going to give that a shot. So you'll see as we get into this, but it's kind of an interesting game mode in the sense that you have basically your cooldown reduction. You have like 90% cooldown reduction, almost infinite mana because your mana regens really quickly, and you also have a bunch more movement speed. Those are the key concepts. You have a bit of a HP and mana regen, and then you have a few other things too, I think. Your stun resist and whatnot. So like CC reduction is higher too. I think you have like 50% stun resist or something, or not stun resist, but like stun durations are halved, basically, or something along those lines. There's a few of them. I'll mouse over it for a second. You guys can look at them. Right here, let me go ahead and do this. Alright, see, I'm already pretty fast walking around. Let's see, max movement speed right here. Let me see, did they change it though? I don't think you typically just start with max movement speed, do you? Yeah, there it goes. I think in the well you get max movement speed. So I'm gonna grab boots, and I'm also gonna grab, you don't really need regen, but I'm gonna grab two. No, I'm not. I'm just going to go with boots, and we'll see how that goes. And I'm also going to grab Fissure for my first spell. So as you can see, I'll mouse over this for a quick second. You guys can pause and read it if you want. You get a whole bunch of stuff. The grand scheme of things is that you have pretty much no cooldown. Like, look, Fissure's on a 3-second cooldown, and mana regenerates almost immediately, which is pretty funny. I love it. I think it is maybe one of the most fun games I've ever played, and it doesn't get rid of your previous Fissures if you place more. Oh, Malakim was out of range. Maybe I can get him here. No, he's still out. So I've been having a lot of fun playing this game mode. I had a quest to play it, so I sat down and I was like, what the hell, I'll give it a shot. But I've been having a lot of fun playing this game mode. I think it's really kind of cool. It's basically HoN crazy mode, so you have no cooldowns basically, and your ultimates also have no cooldown for anyone who is curious. So the ultimates as well as normal abilities have no cooldown. So you have no cooldowns as well as pretty much infinite mana. If you watch my mana regen, I'm up at 6 mana regen, sorry. Let's go ahead and do I want heavyweight or do I want, no, let's go with heavyweight. Heavyweight makes more sense, I think. Well, got here.
Get back here.
Gonna throw a stun out there. He should be trapped. Fantastic. Do that. Oh, damn it. They got locked on the other side. That's okay. So this is pretty much it. I've found that having heroes such as Hammerstorm, Armadon, heroes that have pretty strong abilities that have fairly long cooldowns, or heroes that have basically no cooldown, like Armadon Spine Burst. You can literally have it, like, spam it indefinitely. You, like, don't have enough time to even attack if you use the Spine Burst, if you're using Spine Burst indefinitely like that. Don't want to get hit by Hellfire, though. Let's throw a stun down on that bad boy. I just want to stick around for the stuns at the moment because I'm kind of low. I do want to back. Actually, I'll just buy a health pot. There is an observatory right here. I'll just buy a health pot and come back. I can check for a rune in 2 minutes, too. So let's do that. Here, we'll grab a rune. I'm going to be annoyed if it's a regen, not invis. I found the cooldown reduction also applies to items. So items like Assassin Shroud, you can permanently invis. Items like Sheep Stick, you can pretty much just spam Sheep Stick. Items like, I don't know, XYZ. All these fun items that have basically, ooh. Oh, dang it, I got killed there. Basically, have really powerful abilities that you can essentially have infinite use of, that never go on cooldown, basically. Think of it like that. Let's go ahead, I'm not going to buy Striders. You can buy Ghost Marchers and basically have permanent haste the whole time. What do they got from, that's fine, I guess. Let's just do that. Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with that. Alright, so we can go ahead and do this, and then we're pretty much permanently hasted, because you can just keep doing it. Permanent haste, permanent unit walking. So I would say there's not really much reason not to use it over and over again. It's kind of funny because as Behemoth, you can sort of permanently stun people, which is pretty interesting. In my opinion, anyways. I have been very frustrated with this game mode, but also very liking it. Only because it appears as though certain heroes are massively overpowered in it, and other heroes are massively underpowered. So heroes like, who's a good one? Dark Lady is really strong because she has that silence on her attacks, so all the heroes that have really strong abilities basically, let me buy some Mystic Vestments. All the heroes that have really strong abilities basically don't have those really strong abilities anymore, because you're just permanently silencing people left and right, assuming you don't get stun locked, of course. Heroes like Armadon, really strong. Heroes like Kronos, because his ult is basically no cooldown, really strong. Heroes like, I guess Hammerstorm is super strong because of his AoE stun that has basically no cast time, that you can just spam. Those are good ones. There's a whole bunch of fantastic ones. Oh, nice attempt at an ult to get out of there. Didn't work out for him, but it was a good attempt. But as you can see, this is basically what it amounts to. It amounts to just being kind of a punk and just spamming abilities. Usually what ends up happening is one team has way better composition, though. So like one team will have heroes like Hammerstorm, Armadon, whatever, and they'll just dominate massively. But we'll see. I am going to go for, I think Polly's kind of a weird one to have because you can't use like his channeled abilities and whatnot. Well, I ulted, but I died. He already has a Shrunken? No, that's not a Shrunken. Sorry, that was his, he got barbed armor. I think I am going to go for a Sheep Stick, a rushed Sheep Stick. The other thing I was considering was a Frostfield Plate. Well, Frostfield Plate is significantly cheaper, so maybe I will go Frostfield Plate. Yeah, it'll give me armor against Malikan and whatnot too. Oh, they already have a DC. I guess their Nomad I guess he never even like started playing, which is rather unfortunate, but it is what it is, I guess. That's just the nature of the beast. I guess mines you can spam too, right? As engineer, you could probably spam his mines. My ultimate only has a 26-second cooldown, so that's just to give you an idea. So if you're playing Kronos, you have a 20-second cooldown on your ult, pretty much. You're using it every single fight, just like every time you die and respawn and whatever. Death timers, from what I can tell, are normal death timers, though. So like, this guy just drops bananas. I'll let Valkyrie grab him. As far as I can tell, death timers are normal death timers based on your level and whatnot. So if you are a higher level in the game, you still have a really long death timer. From what I could tell, I think. That might not be a guarantee. Aw, what? Interesting. Spam my stuns, dang it. I got locked down there. And I just took a massive nuke. So it's kind of interesting that they're keeping up so well 4v5. But they also, they have fairly decent nukes and whatnot from their team, so that's pretty nice. So as you can see, yeah, about a normal death timer. I think I was dead for like 20 seconds or so, give or take. I don't know. I'm going to pick up my melee armor here. I figured Behemoth would work really well because of his stun. His ultimate seems kind of lackluster just because you're not really having a bunch of creeps around. but, you know, it's okay. PK also, no cooldown, just in case anyone was wondering. So you can buy PK and just spam it around. I think I'll probably do that, but I would like to get some type of item first, some type of better item, in my opinion, like a more team fight oriented item, an item that actually will do stuff. Not that PK doesn't do anything, it just doesn't. You guys know what I mean. It doesn't, in a team fight, it doesn't provide stats, doesn't provide damage, doesn't provide you with whatever. It provides you with mobility. But I already am hasted permanently, or basically hasted. I'm not exactly hasted, I'm a little below haste, but basically hasted permanently. So that's already a fair amount there. Let me go ahead and stun that. Those barbed armors. They all got those barbed armors, and they're doing well. They're doing work, I will say. I think the barbed armors are what's killing us, to be honest with you. We're kind of sort of killing ourselves, rather. I'm just gonna say care for barbed. That's what's killing us. So just be careful for barbed armor. It is something to pay attention to. So especially for me, because I'm taking a beating from it. Maybe I'll go PK just because I got a decent amount of GPM here. I just built up. I'm already over halfway there, so maybe I might go PK early on, just because of something along that. Just because of that. I'm gonna check for rune since we're all just chilling here at the moment. What do we got for rune? Anything? Illusions, kind of a useless rune. Let me use these as wards then. You can buy wards in the game, but you know, we obviously haven't at the moment. I'm heading over here to help. You guys gotta be careful for that. The barbed armor is what's killing us. You gotta be careful for it. Ooh, no. Oh, there we go. Nice hook. That was a very good hook. I like that. Oh. Barbed armor up again. Conveniently enough, barbed armor also no cooldown, basically. So there's that. Oh, the tower! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So because I just got 1,000 gold for killing him, I am gonna go for my Frostfield plate, because I'm basically there. I stand corrected, I am there. So I'll buy that once I'm up, and then I think I'll go PK next, and then I'm also gonna grab the barbed armor. Grab a barbed armor because they do a fair amount of damage too between Malakin and whatnot. Barbed armor seems to be a really good item in this game. PK seems to work really well. I've had a lot of fun with Shroud, playing heroes like heroes that have really high burst damage right out the gate. Puppet, Terra with her crits, etc., etc. I've had a lot of fun and success with those heroes, but I think there are better ones out there. But you do get the burst over and over and over again. You get all the benefits and whatnot, so it's not exactly like it's a bad ability or a bad item. I just think it's maybe not as good as some of the other ones. I'm just gonna keep the spam going. Oh, got a nice kill there, although I am almost dead because of the barbed armor. Let me see if I can throw some stuns down. Yep, fantastic. And then I'm going to back out. So just out of curiosity, what's the cooldown on this now? Down to 6 seconds. So we got a 6-second cooldown on that. I think I'm going to go for the barbed armor now, before the PK, just because I'm taking a fair amount of damage. Although I don't think barbed armor would proc on barbed armor damage. I don't know if that would... I guess I've never tried it, but I don't think that would work. That doesn't make any sense to me that would work. So like I'm saying, like the reflected armor, the reflected damage from their barbed armor, I don't think my barbed armor would proc on that. Again, don't know, but I'm assuming it wouldn't, because that doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm going to go over after Engineer, because why the hell not? He's Engineer, and I hate that dude. Oh, he's getting ulted by, what's his face? Nope, and he died immediately before I got over there. Fantastic. I don't particularly care for the cast time on my W. It's got a pretty lengthy cast time, which is not really for me. About, I don't know, 1/3 of a second, give or take. I'm still using my boots, just FYI, because I want unit walking. In that particular second, it's not a big issue, but it does matter. The barbed armor. Let me just keep that on him. Oh no! Polymorphed before I could stun. I would say Behemoth in general has some pretty long cast times for his abilities, with the exception of his ultimate, which is almost an instantaneous cast time. The rest of his abilities do have pretty hefty cast timers. I guess being only being these two, Fissure and Enrage, because this one is a passive ability. Doesn't do anything. Well, it does stuff. It just doesn't have any active ability. So I can grab my barbed armor, and I'm actually still gonna have about 800 gold left, I think, if I recall right. 1200 is all I need. Yeah, 1200. So I'm gonna have 900 gold left. I apologize. So 900 gold left, and then what I think I'll do now, instead of actually going for the PK, I think I will actually get Sheepstick. I'm not sure. Silenced, Perplexed, Disarmed, Restrained. So I think this, as long as they don't have like Shrunkens to stop this, I believe that will actually like turn off their barbed armor, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not 100% certain, but that sounds right. Silence, Perplex, I believe it turns it off, because it silences and perplexes them, as well as, you know, restrains them and all that good jazz. But again, I'm gonna use these as like warding and whatnot. Whoops, gonna come over here to help. Stun out. Okay. I am gonna. Ooh, where am I? Where am I? Here I am. Alright, I turned my barbed armor on late there for a second. I wasn't thinking. But that's okay. It's not the end of the world. We've got some fissures here. Just because, why not? Long-range fissures for the win, you know? I just don't want to block off this passageway for my team to use, but me also. There's just mines everywhere, I bet. I just love that there's just mines all over the place. That's fantastic to me. To me, that's what makes this game fun, is that, like, abilities like that can just be, like, hectic all over the place. And they're literally just everywhere, and there's, like, nothing you can do. I'm gonna try and just keep barbed armor up. Almost, can I keep barbed armor up indefinitely? Yeah, you can, actually. You can keep barbed armor up indefinitely, assuming you're paying attention. Are they going AFK? No, they're dead, I think, right? They do have death timers still, so yeah, so they do have death timers. Throw down my ult there, and they're doing shit. Fantastic. I'm gonna try and keep my barbed armor up once again. I did see someone, who's that, Malakin probably, walking over here. Malakin maybe doing his thing. Got a stun, but he's too far out. Oh, oh, that's fantastic. That is fantastic. Oh, the silence, no. Oh my god, I didn't die from that, technically. Cool. Alright, so I'm gonna head back. I do have a lot. The only reason I'm going back, by the way, is because you do have normal death timers, so it's not like if you know, if you die, like in mid-wars, you come back in 10 seconds anyways. You do have like a 60-second death timer, which is kind of annoying. That's what I found is my least favorite part about this game. I get it, but because like it's kind of hard to win if you don't, considering how crazy everybody's abilities get, but it's really annoying, like really annoying. Let's go with the stats in this case, over the intelligence, because I don't need the mana and whatnot, and I'm not worried about losing my gold and everything. Yeah, so you can keep your barbed armor up indefinitely. That's pretty sweet. Also a little bit OP. So just permanently I can just reflect damage back at my attackers, which is funny, I guess, to say the least. I think that's pretty humorous, actually. So you throw down some fissures. I can also just like fuck with their well by doing shit like this. I can like push him out of the well, which is kind of funny. Oh yeah, there we go. The barbed armor, I think he's still dead. Yeah, he is. We're all kind of in here. This isn't a good place to be, but that's okay. The game's actually about to end. So these games typically, from what I've seen, range to be, you know, anywhere from like 8 minutes to 20 or so minutes, give or take. They're pretty quick. They're not like lightning quick games, but they are pretty quick. They tend to be quicker than mid-wars games, which I kind of like. I like that I can hop in and, you know, finish a game in 15 minutes, 10 minutes, you know, sometimes if your games are super one-sided, which they tend to be half the time. You know what I would like for them to do for this game mode, just because, like, if you don't know a lot about this game mode, it seems kind of weird and you don't pick the right heroes. I think I would like for them to limit it to certain heroes that are only really good. So, like, I think I would like for them to pick, like, 15 to 20 heroes that are, like, really good in the game mode and just limit it to those ones so that people aren't picking, like, you know, to be honest with you, like, bad ones. For this game mode anyways. They're fine, but in general, what did I get? Had the highest APM. Cool. Scored the most retributions. I like that. Fantastic. What was my APM? 151? That's not even that high. Crazy people. But yeah, so that's what I would like. That's my tweak to the game mode. But I do love it. It's fantastic. Short games. They're really fun in my opinion. So sorry for no normal video game. But I'm going to record another one tomorrow night. And that one, you'll probably see the next one come out like the next day or maybe 2 days after this one. So let me know if you guys want me to do the editing on that. If not, that's okay. I'll just upload the full video. Either way is fine with me. But if you guys would be interested to see what it looks like, I might just do one anyways, and then you guys just let me know what it looks like. But let me know what you guys, if you guys want that or not. And I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching. GG, well played, guys. Elfis out.